What's up, YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to be going over my top five defensive backs for the 2025 NFL Draft. I'm going to be mixing corners and safeties together. Quite honestly, I didn't love this safety class. There's two of them in this top five list, but after that, I think it kind of falls off a little bit. That's why I'm just going to mix corners and safeties. So yeah, anyway, it's a very good cornerback class, just not a great safety class in my opinion. But anyway, moving on with number five, Siobhan Revell Jr. from East Carolina. He's 6'2", 194 pounds. This guy would have been like a first-round grade for me, but unfortunately he got injured. He tore his ACL in practice before the season and didn't play at all this year, so that kind of hurt him. But very competitive, great tackler, that great length, like I said, 6'2". Very good athleticism, physical player, wrap-up tackler. Has a good back pedal, good burst, stays in position, reacts to the ball very well, good hips, good ball skills. Good at actually making contested catches, definitely can make some interceptions for you. Attacks the ball, can actually hit pretty hard. Great in zone, great press guy. I think this guy is just as good in zone and man. I don't really think the scheme matters a whole lot. This guy is a absolute monster, and he would have been a first-round grade for me before the injury, but because of the injury, he's an early second-round grade. So yeah, and he, like I said, that 6'2" frame on a corner is perfect. So moving on to number four, our first safety, Andrew Makuba from Texas. He's 5'11", 186 pounds, so definitely on the smaller side. But I do think he can play strong and free. The size is probably going to make him more of a free. I think a two high safety system would be best, where he can, play split coverage, but he absolutely can play as a single high. He can come down and tackle very well, reads the quarterback's eyes very well, great speed, good instincts, good range. Ball skills are great. Improved a lot last year from his film at Clemson. Fluid movement, good ball tracking, high football IQ, good tackler, has some anger to him. Closes on the ball very well. I like him best at free, especially at that 186 pounds. He was being reported as bigger than that at first, but Combine revealed him to be 186. So, yeah, definitely more of a free. I think he absolutely can play some man for you as well. Hits hard, competitive player, talks some shit too, which I always love. And overall, just a really, really solid player. Moving on to number three, our other safety on this list, Malachi Starks from Georgia. He's 6'1", 197 pounds. Big play guy, makes big plays in big situations. Physical as hell, played in a ton of big games. Comes downhill very well. Good athlete, good tackler, has the speed that you need for sure. Has a history of shoulder injuries, so that's something you're going to have to look out for. But he's shown the ability to play free and strong. Really solid in coverage. I like him a lot. Has the athleticism and instincts you're looking for. Good ball skills, smooth athlete, very intelligent player. I personally like him better as a free safety as well, but I think he absolutely can play strong. I do have a first-round grade on this guy. I also have a first-round grade on Makuba. I can't remember if I said that or not. But anyway, moving on to number two, Jahdae Barron from Texas. He's 5'11", 194 pounds. Always around the football and when he's in zone coverage. Great ball skills, good tackler, physical player. Can get handsy at times. Could end up with some penalties at the next level. But really good in man coverage. Plays outside corner and plays both sides of the field. Good in off coverage and press. Good in zone, but I think he's great in man. Quick feet. I think he could be really good in the nickel spot as well. I think you can play him all over the place. He's actually a solid blitzer as well. You can have him follow a receiver. And the position versatility is nuts. He's played both cornerback spots, nickel, free safety, and strong safety. So having that position value, I think, is huge. I think for me, I'd line him up at corner and maybe play him at safety at times. But he definitely has all the athleticism you need. Doesn't have the elite long speed, but he definitely has more than enough to get the job done. Great football IQ, though. I have a first-round grade on him as well. He might be best at nickel with that 5'11" frame, but either way. Number 1, Travis Hunter. I already talked about him in my wide receiver video, and I'm going to be doing the same thing here. Right now, I am only talking about him as a corner. I made a separate video on him early in the process talking about him as an overall player. He is my number 1 player on the board. But right now, I'm only talking about him as a corner. Just like how my wide receiver ranking, I only talked about him as a wide receiver. So anyway, he's 6 foot, 188 pounds. Very smart in zone coverage, reads quarterback's eyes very well. Can break on the ball with good speed, elite athlete. Very physical corner, uses the sideline very well in man. He's a good and willing tackler. Can get a little bit grabby at times. Could end up with some penalties there. Can play zone very well, but I think he is at his best in man. Good hips, good feet, very good understanding of the game. Obviously, good ball skills with him being a wide receiver. I do like him a lot. Like I said, for me, if you're just looking at him as a corner, like if you eliminate the fact that he plays wide receiver, I think just at corner, he is a top 5 value at corner. I see him as a top 5 value at corner and a top 15 value at receiver. So when you combine that together, that's where I end up with him being my number 1 on the board because I've never seen a player like him. But like I said, right now we're only talking about him as a corner. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I appreciate hitting that like button. Have any questions or comments in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.